Justin, how's practices going and getting acclimated to all your teammates and everything?
It's been really impressive with the guys we got. I mean, we're so close as of, the 2 weeks we've been here, but it's been great camaraderie, great great mindsets around across the board. So I'm really, really proud of us for.
Mark Pope said you give him kind of Julius Randle vibes. What does that type of comment mean to you just as you're getting acclimated with the team?
It means a lot. It's a dream to come here. But Julius Randle is one of my guys I know that's really close with, back in Dallas. So, I talk to him a lot, train with him back in the summer too. So it's just, a great, dream to, pick a guy like that plays kind of my style of play. So really excited to, prove to the people that I can really play at SEC level.
What has he told you about Kentucky, Julius?
He told me a lot of good things. Even he had a great, successful career here. But just to play with confidence, don't worry about all the lights and stuff like that. Just play basketball. We've been playing all our life, so just play. It's nothing different than just putting the ball in the basket and just playing for my teammates and winning.
When'd you all meet?
We met. I was in sixth grade. He went to Prestonwood High School, if y'all know that. It's like in Plano, Texas. It's like a really private school, really rich school. But he played his butt off. So yeah.
What is your style, and how has that been meshing with what Pope's trying to do here?
It's really good. I also played Coach Pope my freshman year at BYU, and I remember we played senior, and that was crazy. It was very packed, and I remember when I got out there, I'm just tired because they just kept moving with the ball. And, what he do with his power forwards and forwards, they move a lot around the ball, and they can just shoot. I've been really increasing my shot ability and stuff like that, so it's great just to move out the ball and play with great teammates that can look for me to make my shots and make my drops. So, yeah.
Justin, go ahead. No, go for it. Do you feel ready to take on the SEC, knowing that it is one of the better conferences, Power 4 in the country? Do you feel ready to take on that one?
For sure, yeah. I mean, it's been a journey all my college years and stuff like that, but to get here, why not? Why not try it? So this is going to be a dream, but I'm really, really successful. Think it's going to go right this year.
How quickly did the transfer portal process go for you? Like, when did Kentucky reach out? How quickly did things move from there? And kind of just what was that whole process like for you?
The portal process was pretty crazy. There's a lot of schools, coming from the Sun Belt. Sun Belt's a really good conference. But me playing, pretty decent that year and stuff like that, was a lot of calls. But I heard from Kentucky in April, probably mid-April and stuff like that. I got on the Zoom with Coach Pope and the staff. It was a really good Zoom, and then just try to get my butt out here and visit the school. And everything after that was great.
What made you comfortable, I guess, via those Zoom conversations, visiting here on campus? What were some of the selling points that made you feel comfortable spending your senior year here?
Just here in Lexington, obviously here's a dream come true, all the pros that come here. But just coming here and actually seeing the campus and seeing the role of play and talking to Coach Pope and the staff and what my role will be here, not just being here just because we want to be here. If you want to be here, it's a privilege to be here. So it's really great and a blessing to be here and just to see my style of play and play here with great teammates.
In the time that you've been here, have you felt the pride that Big Blue Nation exudes when it comes to Kentucky basketball and the expectations that come with playing for the Kentucky Wildcats?
Yeah, definitely. You got to win, and what you got to do to win is not just by yourself. You got to do it as a team. I'm really proud of this team, of everybody putting the effort in. When we come in at 7 o'clock in the morning, the energy we have on the 17s we run and the energy we have on the runs and when we play. So I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, what's that competition like, specifically the four, those big men? Because it seems like you got a lot of different kind of guys that with different skill sets.
For sure. The thing about this year, we're going to play really more faster, more pace, and we have great skill, 4-mans and 3-mans. Shout out Milan and stuff like that. Just a great shooter, but he's a great creator too. And we have a lot of 4s and 5s, such as Malachi that can move without the ball, and just great leaders and role models on this team. So it's going to be really fun.
Do you feel like there's a lot of opportunity for iron sharpens iron?
Yeah, definitely.
Make each other better.
Yeah, definitely. These last 2 weeks has been great. You're going to have good days and bad days, but at the end of the day, you're playing the best kids in the country, so you're going to get better every day at the practice and stuff like that, especially the way we play in Coach Pope philosophy.
How competitive is practice?
Competitive practice is really good. Start from the stretching, Everybody wants a role on the team and everybody has to go fight it, but we know we in it together. That's the biggest thing about it, iron sharpen iron. So we just got to go there and play hard without each other and stuff like that.
Who are some of the dogs that you see on the team so far?
I say everybody. Everybody's a dog. Nobody's, behind. Everybody's learning, but everybody has that dog and chip on their shoulder because they know what the assignment is this year.
What's it going to mean for a guy like you, your game, to have a guy like Malachi?
It's going to be interchangeable. Me and Malachi talk all the time about the offense and stuff like that, and he teaches me and stuff like that, but we're just interchangeable, We're working on cuts and different reads we can make with each other, but he's a very talented player like me, so we just playing off each other and just making shots.
With the transfer portal, you guys might know of each other. This might be the first time you all really playing with each other. So how are you all kind of gelling and figuring out, like Dick said, you and Malachi talking offense, are you talking with the other guys, maybe with what Zoom wants or what everyone wants to do?
Started off with everybody just coming together and talking. We're living in dorms, but also me and a couple of my teammates have a house. I have a house that's about couple minutes away. No, I can't say that on camera. But we've been having team meetings and stuff like that. We've been watching the finals together, the crazy finals this year on a 20-point comeback from the Knicks. And everybody comes to the house and we're just watching games and just doing stuff every weekend just to build that team camaraderie already because we don't want to wait till too late. We got a hell of a schedule coming up and we just got to get ready. So the more closer we can be, the more great we can be.
How helpful is someone like Malachi who's been here, he knows Pope's system, he knows what it means to play at Kentucky. How helpful has he been to someone like you who's learning the system and learning Kentucky?
He just knows how to push us. He knows pretty much all the offensive stuff. So even when we hang out together, he tells everybody what the right spots to be in. Just, play with confidence. If you miss a shot, next shot, don't overthink it. Just play. It's better to guess than just overthink.
How intriguing was it to play for Pope when he lets everybody shoot threes? And obviously you've proven the ability.
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. With me doing better in my three-point percentage, just increasing in practice, and him giving me confidence, it's just a blessing, just to be able to shoot the ball and stuff like that. But I'm getting more confidence every week just to shoot the ball and shoot when I'm open, so I'm ready.
How much do you think your ball handling will come into play? At least when I was watching tape of last year, you feel like you can handle the ball pretty well. How much do you think that will play into your game this year on this team?
I think it's getting better, even with me and my conditioning and running and stuff like that, losing more weight and stuff like that, and really just being able to handle the ball when times get rough and being able to play off each other and playing the handoffs and DHOs. I think it's going to really get better.
Is that a big emphasis for you, the conditioning and the weight loss for you this
Yeah,
offseason?
it's been really big. JMU was really good for me and stuff like that to make myself go. But this year, I know SEC play, it's more faster and more demanding. So just losing a little bit of weight and leaning out was going to be better for me. So, yeah.
What's the biggest challenge to learning a new system?
I think the biggest challenge is to embrace the toughness and the ups and downs. It's going to be downs all the time, but just to know it's going to be ups, and when you learn the process, the first week was pretty rough for me. I will be honest and say that, but now that I'm learning the process and learning ways to go and stuff like that, just having fun. This is very fun what we're doing right here, so learning that, it's going to be great.
What was rough about it?
What was rough about it? Just, a little bit of wanting to do the right thing and be in the right place, but, I'm learning, just go out there and just live free and play free, and I think that's the best thing to do.
How are you able to kind of lean on maybe some of the returners as you were, going through that and learning the system?
I think just ask a bunch of questions. We got good people on this team. That's the best thing about it. It's no egos on this team. Everybody's, successful in their own way, and they're just glad to tell somebody else what they need to do or what they can do and what's the options.
I know when we talked to Malachi last Thursday, he mentioned that you came up to him after that practice and was like, hey, how can I fit in a little bit better? What do I need to do to get to that point? How important is it for you to ask those questions and kind of be vulnerable in that way?
It's very important because you want to go out there and just play free. You want to just know where to go, but also it's a free offense too. So you want to know where you can go, but you can play off each other too. That's why I asked him questions. So he's very, very good at that.
The people that saw you last season, what will be different this year?
I think will be different this year. Pretty much the same thing. I'm a big energy guy. I like to just get my teammates energized and ready to go. If somebody having a bad, time right now, I want to pick them up. But just an energy guy and, really implementing my shot and improving my shot, three-point percentage, and just doing anything I can do to win this season.
Have Pope or Malachi, has anyone talked to you about what it's like to play for Kentucky, the fans and everything like that? Have they kind of prepped you? Have you gotten any stories?
Definitely, yeah. I got a couple stories when they play Arkansas 1, with the Calipari situation. But I know it's going to be really fun here, and I can't wait, and just ready to put that blue and white jersey on.
What are some of the other games that you look down that schedule and you're like, I can't wait?
Obviously, we play my old school second game, which is just, I guess we got it. So it's going to be very fun to play Coach Preston Spalding. Shout out to him. He's a very great great guy, my bad, sorry. Love that coach to death. And this is good to play your old stomach grounds and just, play. And I just can't wait to play in the SEC too and just, put great vibes out there and win the season.
Did Preston tell you anything about UK and what to expect?
Yeah, he definitely did. It's a full circle moment, because he's been here, but it's full circle. We had talks a lot about just next year and stuff like that, playing and, just talking about the UK and stuff like that. So it's full circle. He's very excited for me, and I'm very excited for him this coming
Can
up
you
season.
really prepare yourself, though, for what you think is about to happen with the fans and the spotlight and all that?
I definitely think I can. I played EYBL, I played at Oak Hill. I played a lot of big-time games, so I'm used to, just dealing with a lot of people talking and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I've been playing this game since I was 2 years old, so I love it, man.
What gives you confidence that this team can hang a banner?
Like I said, people. We just got good people, no ego. We come into practice every day with a mindset to win, even off the court. Hey, you good? Hey, you doing good? How you doing? How you doing mentally? That's the big thing. We got to do good mentally to be prepared for what we got this year, so I think that's the biggest thing.
In game one, what do you hope fans will notice about this team right off the bat?
Just energy. I just want to just play. You know, I want to just score 6 buckets. Everybody just score 6 buckets, call timeout, and just enjoy the crowd. You know, get the team camaraderie right and stuff like that. But once we get going, I think we're just gonna be good. So yeah.
You just talked about how you've been playing basketball since you were about 2 years old.
Yeah.
When you look at Kentucky, I mean, most of the guys that are on this roster have been used to being like that dude for most of their life up to this
Yeah.
point. How important has it been for what you talk about, guys being able to like drop their ego and ask questions and really learn from each other?
I think that's the biggest thing to do. I mean, I played on the EYBL team that had Ron Holland, KJ Lewis, like all 5 stars that's in the league or just their best player on their team. So I'm used to not being the best player and stuff like that, but that just gets you better. You're playing with competition. You know, SEC is, every game is a competition. You got at least 8 dudes that can go. So this is the best thing to do. So I'm ready to play like that.
You talked about a couple of your previous stops, James Madison, Oklahoma State, Nevada. Just what did you take from each of those experiences, and how do you hope to take all of that and utilize it towards your senior year?
Just to play basketball. My Oklahoma State year didn't play as much, but Nevada and JMU, I got to play college basketball. That's all that mattered, and get used to it, you know, stuff like that. So I'm thankful for all them schools, thankful for all them opportunities, you know, and I'm just going to use that here and bring more fruit to the fire.
The ability that you had last year at James Madison to kind of break out, have a career year statistically, was it just a matter of getting the playing time, or was there something specifically that you tweaked in your game that led to that kind of production?
I would just shout out to that staff. That staff had a major belief in me. It was sometimes I had some doubts, but that staff believed in everything I had, you know, rough times and good times. So I was going to be thankful for that school and that staff that just gave me the confidence to have that year.
When you think about getting to Kentucky, being in the brightest spotlight, obviously, you know, there's a lot that comes about the expectations that you've talked about. How beneficial was it at all when you were at Nevada, you know, talking to a guy like Steve Alford, as the coach who was in that situation, used to being in front
For
of
sure. Yeah, Steve Alford was also a good coach, you know, great guy and stuff like that. But him teaching me how to cut to the basket and learning just the little things about it. And shout out to Kobe Sanders, him too. He's in the league right now, the Clippers, but him being a big point guard and a big role to get us going, and Nick Davidson too up there too. So it was a good team to get us going and learn how to cut and move out the ball and just learn how to play college ball at the high level at Mountain West.
You referenced earlier just the Zoom conversation with Coach Pope and the staff, them kind of like outlining the role that they see for you at Kentucky. What role do they see for you here, and how have you tried to, I guess, assimilate to that role through the first couple of weeks?
Just do any little thing to win, you know, obviously, you know, shoot when I'm open and make plays, you know, for my teammates and just run the floor and be that dude to just impact the team, you know, yeah.
When you started at Oklahoma State and you made your moves from there, just what was that process like for you mentally? You know, where I'm sure there were some ups and downs with you. You know, what was that like, and how do you think that kind of helped you get to this point?
It's been major up and down. That team was the freshman class was top 5 in the country, so just was ready to play in the Big 12 and ready to get ready for that. But it's been a journey, you know, ups and downs, not played, but you know, still playing in a couple seconds of that Big 12 game and just seeing how it is, still playing when Mark Pope was at the BYU and stuff like that, just to get out there and play was a really good opportunity and stuff like that. So I learned a lot in the Big 12.
Yeah, former Kentucky player Brandon Garrison was on
BG,
that. Were you all friends or anything? You still talk to each other?
Oh, yeah, we still
all?
talk to each other every day. That's my guy. I love him to death. He's a great dude. You know, shout out to him. He's going to do some great things at Bama. But we was really close and stuff like that. I'm very proud of what he's doing, you know, what he did here. So shout out to him, too.
Has he talked about Kentucky at all, or did you ask him any questions about it?
Yeah, he did. He asked me some questions about it and stuff like that. And he said nothing but great things. You know, he enjoyed his time here, and everything was good about it. So shout out to BG.
Do you know any of the current players before you got here?
Oh, the current players. I knew Ortega. Ortega played at OU, little rivalry stuff like that. But me and Ortega is pretty cool. And what he did here, shout out to him, man. We're really glad that he got drafted, man. He had a really big year. Monster 2 years at Kentucky. Shout out to him. And he's just a great guy, great motor, man. So, yeah, shout out to him, too.
Obviously, when you decided to commit to Kentucky, the roster, as it sits now, wasn't finalized yet. There were still some big additions that didn't come into place.
For sure.
Just what was your reaction as you continued to watch the roster develop over the couple of weeks after you committed to see what it is now?
I kind of knew it was going to be great from the start because Mark Pope, the guys he get is great people. But it was good to watch everybody else come in and come. You know, shout out Milan, man. That's a hell of a pick. You know, he can shoot the ball, man. And when you got guys that really can shoot, it just opens up the offense, make us move out the ball and cut and stuff like that. So I love each and every player we got here, and it's going to be a great year.
Anybody in practice so far that's kind of stand out to you? Been like, I didn't expect him to be as good as he has been so far?
Nah, everybody's good. Everybody's good in practice. So, yeah.
You speak about just playing a lot, or playing on the same team with both Zoom Diallo and Alex Wilkins so far. Those are 2 guard additions that everyone's very excited about. Just what do they bring to the table, and how do they complement your game?
Those 2 are my guys, man. I love them to death. They're just great creators, you know. they great dynamic guards that can get to the paint, and they got to help. So you just ready to shoot or make a play. So when you got guards like that, it's going to be very easy to move the ball and, score baskets and win the game.
Who's winning the 2K battle?
2K battle? We don't got none yet. Me and Cam be playing rec a little bit and stuff like that, playing off topic and stuff like that. But we haven't playing out yet. But I'll let you know.
If we had a dunk contest, who's winning that?
I don't know. They trying to get me in it. I got a little bounce, but I think Braden's long. Pause. But Braden's long. He can dunk. But I think I might get out there. and try to see if I got a couple dunks. I'm getting my bounce a little bit back, so we're gonna see.
What they tell you about Big Blue Madness?
They told me it's crazy. They said the crowd's crazy, so I'm pretty nervous about it, but excited. So I can't wait to get out there and just see how it is.
You talked about the length with Braden. How do you think the length of this team is going to be able to disrupt opponents?
It's just going to disrupt on defense end, with coming off ball screens, guarding cuts. We're just long and lanky, so we can just contest and move it off the ball and, just guard at a high level and switch. So it's going to be very fun just to switch 1 through 4 and just play.
When a coach recruits you, so I heard you talking about the Zoom call with Coach Pope.
Yeah.
I wasn't out here when you were talking about that. But, you get an idea of a coach. You don't know him that well. You have a kind of conversation. Now you've been here a few weeks. You've been to a few practices. How would you kind of describe Coach Pope as a head coach?
I would say it was really good. Zooms are really important in transfer portal, especially when you're home and stuff like that. But the PowerPoint they showed me, and especially when I got here and they showed me too, everything just stood out to me. What they do with their fours, you run the floor, shoot baskets when we're open, and just use our ability to score down low too. So it's a win-win.
Did you have a favorite part of the recruiting process when Kentucky was in communication with you?
Yeah, I would just say the conversations we had, with me playing here. It's been a dream come true to play here. But just to see the staff and talk to them about it, and then all the facilities is just top of the line. It's a dream right here. But basically, just to play here and play here.
What's been your favorite welcome to Kentucky basketball moment?
I would say the Wildcat Lodge when people are camping out 2 hours and autographs. So I'm gonna sign every autograph. I'm a very humble person. That's what you're gonna know. I'm not just a conceited dude. I'm very humble. I want everybody to experience everything. So yeah.
Yeah, where did that come from? Have you always been that way?
Yeah. Shout out to my dad. He just always raised me to be humble. Nothing's greater than anybody. Everybody's a great person. Everybody got a story. So yeah.
You said you started playing basketball when you were 2?
Yeah, 2.
What was that like when you were actually playing 2?
I don't remember when I was 2, but I remember when I was 5 years old, just kind of workouts my dad put me through. And, even though I didn't like it, it helped me a lot. It helped me with everything that's happening now. And then the belief he had in me at a young age and just playing basketball at a high level has just been fun. Basketball can take you a long way, and it can make you a better man too. So I would think both of those, yeah.
Was there a moment where you knew that you were going to be a college level player? Was there a moment in time for you?
Yeah, probably my freshman year. Freshman year at South Garland, was just playing at a high level, top 20 in the country, and playing that Southern Soft 15. I'm like, yeah, I have actual chance to just play college ball and just have a great career.
When did you start dunking?
I started dunking 8th grade summer, but not crazy though. Just like kind of just touching the rim, kind of going in and stuff like that.
First body?
I would say freshman year, like conference play was crazy. We played Rowlett. It was first game was packed. It was it's like off one. It was crazy.
Naming names?
Huh?
Putting out a name on it?
I have no idea what the name was, but it was crazy though. It was crazy, yeah. And I remember my first game freshman year, we played Cedar Hill 2 at 30. That was crazy.
When you say you dreamed of playing for Kentucky, what are some of your earliest memories?
Earliest memories? I remember watching Julius Randle here, obviously, and stuff like that, but just seeing like Tyrese Maxey is one of my closest dudes. He's from Dallas. Seeing the Jamal Murrays, the De'Aaron Fox, the Malik Monks, the Bam Adebayos. I can just keep going on the list. And there's more Texas dudes, P.J. Washington. There's so many Texas dudes that played in Kentucky. It's just great, to watch them play and stuff like that and see, like, dang, it's a dream come true. You can really do that, So, yeah, just see that.
From what you've seen so far, what really differentiates Kentucky basketball from all the other places that you've been and teams that you played for?
Waking up in the morning and walking to the facility just to see that blue and white. It just gives you motivation every day. I'm motivated every day, but just to see that blue and white, and it's a privilege to be here, and everything that comes with it is just here to hand it to us. So it's just easier for us to do what we can do.
Have you tried to model your game after any of those players that you just named?
Sometimes I don't want to model my game as an NBA player. You know, I just want to be myself at the end of the day. But I take a little bit of things, you know, get taught, teach a moment, especially in the summer, playing open runs with them and playing workouts with them. I'm definitely going to take it.
Talk about some of those other Dallas area guys, PJ and Tyrese.
Yeah.
Do you have any kind of bonds with them?
I do. Okay. Yeah, Tyrese Maxey went to South Garland the year before I went there and stuff. So I just remember working out with him and stuff like that. PJ Washington, really close and stuff like that. And shout out Jalen Tyson and I had some other players too. But those players too in the league right now, they always come back in Dallas, and it's just fun when I go back home and just to work out with them and see how life's going with them, you know, NBA players. So yeah.
Could you talk about some of the crazy atmospheres that you've played in, and how do you think that'll compare to Rupp?
Last year we played Arkansas in Christmas break. I didn't think it was going to be as packed, but it was packed. I remember just tip off, you hear that, it was crazy. That was crazy. So played there. Oklahoma State, we played KU. That was crazy. It was really packed. We played BYU senior night, Coach Pope's staff. And we played at Houston and at Texas Tech. So I've been to a couple schools that's been very packed and stuff like that. So yeah.
How do you think that'll compare to Rupp? Or what have you heard about playing?
I heard Rupp is crazy. I heard Rupp is packed every night. And I just can't wait to just get out there and play. You know, I think all the crowd and when they yell, it's going to put me in peace and just play with a chip on my shoulder.
You seem to really enjoy coming out here and talking to us.
Sure.
I assume that's true. How important do you think that is for players to be able to kind of just be able to talk freely?
I mean, it's just a blessing to be here, and this is my job, you know, so you just take your job serious, you know. We only get 4 years at, 5. But you only get 5 years at this, so you just got to enjoy the moment, you know, and this is a short time we can do this, so just make the best of it.
A lot has been made of living together in the lodge.
Yeah.
How has that been going? How has that contributed?
It's been good. It's been good. A lot of just playing around a little bit and just getting to know each other at a deeper level and stuff like that and eating together. You know, those little things matter, you know, and stuff like that. So it's been really good.
That process has always interested me. Like
Sure.
in the new day and age of college athletics, you got a lot of new faces year in and
do.
year out. So I think it was a good idea. I think a lot of folks agreed that
Yeah.
Coach Pope had everybody go to the lodge. Like, do you think that bonding is going really quick for you guys?
It is because, I mean, my previous years, Oklahoma State, we kind of lived together in apartments a little bit, but other schools we didn't. It was kind of like separated and stuff like that. So the Wildcat Lodge is really good. And the thing about the Wildcat Lodge, the gym is right across the street. So you're not missing the gym or anything, stuff like that. So it's just good, both ends, to just, you know, connect with each other and then go work out with each other. So, yeah.
Yeah, which one of your teammates has really surprised you? Not so much in how good they are, but maybe being a little bit different player than maybe you thought they would be.
Man, Zone Diallo, I'm becoming really close with him. I played him in Nevada. We played Washington, so I kind of knew his craftiness and stuff like that. He's a great guy. He knows how to just get everybody together. 6 a.m. We got to run 17s. Nobody's happy to run 17s, but he just gets the people going and he gets the people energized. So I'm excited for y'all to watch him and his leadership towards his team and stuff like that. So shout out to Zone.
Yeah, we've heard he's pretty intense out there.
He is, for sure.
Is it helpful to have at least one guy who's out there?
Oh yeah, I would say multiple guys though. You know, Malachi and some other players. Shout out to Alex Wilkins. He's really energy guy too. We got a lot of energy guys, but Zoom is really good at it every day and keeping it, you know, high intensity every day.
Yeah, we hear he doesn't like to lose either. Right?
He doesn't like to lose. Even at little games bowling, he got mad. But yeah.
You describe yourself as a high energy guy as well, and obviously you're coming to a new program, a lot of new teammates. How have you been able to try to find your voice and assert yourself in a way just as an experienced player who can provide that energy?
Just communicating around the team and stuff like that, telling them the good and the bad, and just, you know, saying it's all right, keep it going and stuff like that, and just, you know, off the court, checking on people today. You know, a lot of people be going through stuff. We, as players, go through a lot. It's good to just talk to them and talk to them about them mentally and how you doing, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, if I can help, so yeah.
What are some of the things that you've experienced, I guess, that will help you prepare for what you'll expect here?
Say it again, my bad.
Some of the things that you've experienced in the past that will, I guess, help prepare you for what you'll experience this season.
I would say dealing with losing. Not saying I want to lose here, but when you lose, you can deal with it in a positive way. You know, it's always something more you can do. You know, it's still next game. You can't worry about the next game. So you come into practice and you work hard and you check in on your guys and you come to the next game fired up and ready to play the next game. That's what I learned.
Yeah, what's one thing about your game that's really going to surprise the heck out of all of us?
I would say shooting ability, and just my mid-range game, face-up game, and just when you need a player to go out there and do anything, it don't even got to be scoring. Just just to play defense and stuff like that. I'm willing to do anything.
Okay, how about off the court? Something
Off the
that we
court.
don't know about you that.
I would say I'm a gamer a little bit. I'm more of a relaxed person and stuff like that. I like to go with my teammates, shop a little bit, and just, get a couple of things and stuff like that. But just really a relaxed dude, laid back dude and stuff like that. So, yeah.
What can you tell us about Usman? I know you all will probably be competing for some minutes there. Just what's it been like
shout
so
out
far?
Usman, man. He is longer than what I expected. Shout out to him, man. He's doing really good. He's developing at a quick level. He's such a talented player. He can shoot. He can dunk. He can run the floor. And I'm excited for him. I know we're competing for minutes, but shout out to him. I want him to get the best attention he can get at the high level, too. So shout out to Usman.
How much do you all think you'll be able to play off each other, like maybe differences in your games and how that'll help?
I think at the same time we can shoot at high level, so he knows I can shoot. I know he can shoot. We gonna play through each other and fight each other and stuff like that. Us same position group, so we talk all the time, even off the court. We were just talking in the car the other day and just talking about this year coming up and what we can do with each other. So yeah, shout out Usman.
I know he's kind of been like a self-described quiet guy. Have you seen that? Has he?
He's not quiet.
No? Okay.
Well, no, he's quiet, but he's not quiet with us. But
has he been getting more acclimated?
For sure, acclimated. Yeah, he's loving it out here. And we taking him, and we love him to death, and treating him right. So he's loved here for sure.
You may have already been asked, but in these early workouts, who do you get matched up with a lot, and who do you really like competing against?
I say everybody. We're learning different screen coverages, but we've been switching a lot. So I say everybody got a good little role in their game and stuff like that. Everybody's talented. Everybody can shoot. We're a great shooting team, and we need to work on our tools more, but we're a great shooting team, so I would say everybody.
Kind of sounds like, is versatility a strength?
Yeah, I would say versatility is going to be a very big strength this year, with us shooting the ball and moving the ball and the dynamic guards we have coming in and the forwards too, which you create with each other.
What's your roommate?
My roommate, Trent.
Okay.
Yeah, Trent.
How's that come about? You just draw straws, or you?
Nah, Trent. Shout out to Trent. His family and my family came in. We just decorated the room, and it was really good to talk to him and stuff like that. Our moms were kind of. My father, his mom was kind of getting on our butt, just cleaning up and stuff like that. But shout out to Trent, man. He's a really good dude. Sniper. He can really shoot the ball, and we're getting close and stuff like that. So shout out to Trent.
We've talked about the good areas of your game. What's one area of your game that you're focusing on throughout this offseason to improve on for this upcoming season?
Like I said again, condition and stuff like that, defense and switching, being able to switch and guard guards. SEC, you're going to have to be able to switch, because if you hedge and do other stuff as a forward, it's going to create disadvantages. But just, taking my condition more serious and, just moving out the ball and really taking defense seriously more.
Has Trent talked you into a visit to the mountains yet?
He hasn't, but he's trying to get me to go to the Derby. If y'all know the Derby. Yeah, so I'm trying to see how that is.
Other direction.
Yeah, other direction, yeah, so yeah.
Any favorite practice drill?
Any favorite practice drill? Our cuts. Our cuts is going to be very dynamic this year, and the intent we got to do with it, what Coach Pope stops us, and we got to do it again, just the intent of how we can cut and do it the right way, so yeah.
Is some of that based on the fact that Malachi might have the ball in his hands at the top of the key? Is that
it's like multiple. I might be having the ball on top of the key and stuff like that, but just working on what we can do because it's going to bring it. When we do that, it's going to bring it to the live segment and stuff like that.
Does Pope see you playing at the top of the key and kind of being like a hub more or less?
For sure, sometimes, yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're just learning right now, just testing it out and stuff like that. Yes, sir.
Did you get to see Milan play much last season, and what are some of your thoughts of seeing it in person now?
50% shooter. He can just really shoot the ball. I played him my freshman year at Iowa State. When I was at Oklahoma State, he was at Iowa State. Hell of a player, hell of a shooter. He can just do his thing and stuff like that. So I'm very excited what he can do this year.
How was he able to do what he did, close to 50%? What are some of the aspects of his shooting approach that helps him do that?
I mean, the shooting ability helps a lot because they're going to be top locked on him. So when they're top locked, he can drive the ball, he can create for others because others got to help on him and stuff like that. And when he gets open shots that we can create, it just creates a whole segment for everybody else to shoot the ball. So, yeah.
I've heard Coach Pope describe that as kind of gravity sometimes. Is that the word they use? To
repeat that, my bad, sorry. My bad.
Like, in terms of a player having gravity and being able to draw so much attention,
yes.
Opens up things for other players.
Yeah, opens a lot for opens a lot for other players and stuff like that, where everybody can shoot the ball at a high level and stuff like that. So it's gonna help a lot this year with everybody, like our guards can just distribute for others.
I'm just curious. You know, talked about all these different guys that you have, and it feels like you've described yourself as a selfless player, and also talking about your dad raising you with humility. How do you feel like maybe the way that you were raised played into becoming a selfless basketball player?
Just knowing that you can create for other teammates, and when you create for other teammates, you create for yourself. You know, when you create, get 4 or 5 assists quickly, the ball's gonna come right back to you. That's just how it goes and stuff like that. So being confident and having confidence in your teammates is gonna help us win a lot of games.
Did you play a lot of other sports when you were growing up?
Yeah, I played baseball a little bit when I was a kid, and played football and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay.
What positions did you play?
Baseball was a long time ago. I forgot. But football, I played wide receiver and tight end and stuff like that. So I enjoyed that a lot. I wanted to keep going, but my dad wouldn't let me do that in high school. So really,
did you hit a growth spurt, or when did that?
My freshman year, I think I hit a growth spurt. I got to like 6 foot to 6'4", I think, my freshman year. And then sophomore year, kept growing like into 6'5", and then 6'6". My junior year, got like 6'7". Senior 6'8". So
is that where you are now? 6'8".
6'8", yeah, 6'8", 6'9".
What would that guy think about where you at right now?
I think he'll be joy, because he knows all the ups and downs we went through when we was younger and the overthinks. You know, I'm from Dallas, where it's a lot of pros everywhere. We all grew up. I mean, I can name 100 players that play in the NBA right now that we just all competed, and he'll be very excited where I came from, because it's a lot of pros that came out of it, and I'm here.
What was the biggest part of Coach Pope's message to you that drew you to Kentucky?
Just for what he had a conversation with Preston Ballard. I'm a great guy, and I just want to win, and I'll do anything to win. Never want to be selfish, and his role for me just to hit shots and just not overthink and just play hard. I think that's the biggest thing that he wants for me to do.
That whole recruiting process has to happen quickly. It's kind
does.
of rapid fire
For sure.
these days, the way it's set up. What have you been able to learn about him since just being able to settle in a little bit and be around him more?
Just learn a lot. I mean, I'm asking him for film every day, and he shows me clips every day. And, you know, if I mess up anything, he'll stop the practice and just explain it. You know, he's a great explaining dude. He just wants everybody to be great and do the right thing and just have fun, you know, at the end of the day, and not overthink, just play.
You like watching yourself on film? Yeah.
I mean, I like watching the good and the bad, obviously, and stuff like that. So just to learn and stuff like that, it's going to be great.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
How's been your transition at Kentucky?
It's been great, you know, dealing with everything and stuff like that. But shout out to you, man. You know, great leader, man. I'm really proud of you, bro.
Appreciate you,
taking
man.
that step, man.
I'm proud of what you've been doing.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
Help us
that.
get a lot of wins.
For sure. You too, man.
Most definitely.
For sure.